Have you ever felt an unspoken rivalry lurking in the shadows of your relationships? Let's uncover the hidden signs of secret competition and how Stoic awareness can bring clarity. In our fast-paced modern world, we often find ourselves caught in a web of relationships that are not always what they seem. While friendships and partnerships are supposed to be based on mutual support and growth, there can sometimes be an undercurrent of competition that goes unnoticed. This subtle rivalry can undermine our personal peace and growth if left unchecked. Imagine being part of a team where you constantly feel overshadowed or where your achievements are met with indifference. Such scenarios can create stress and dissatisfaction, not because of the competition itself, but because we remain unaware of its existence. Recognizing these hidden dynamics is crucial. By bringing them to light, we allow ourselves the opportunity to address them with wisdom and grace. Here is where the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers us valuable tools. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts and reactions, while accepting what we cannot. By cultivating this Stoic awareness, we learn to navigate the complex landscape of human relationships with a calm and steady mind. We become better equipped to maintain our mental peace, ensuring that our personal growth is not hindered by the unseen rivalries that may exist around us. As we delve into this topic, let's explore how understanding and identifying these hidden signs of competition can empower us to lead more fulfilling and harmonious lives. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where no matter what you share, someone always seems to have a slightly more impressive story or achievement to boast about? This is the essence of subtle one-upmanship. It's like that coworker who, upon hearing about your weekend hike, immediately recounts their climb up a more challenging peak, complete with an Instagram-worthy sunrise. On the surface, this might seem harmless or even friendly, but beneath it lies a competitive undercurrent that can be draining and distracting. In the philosophy of Stoicism, such dynamics are prime opportunities to practice detachment. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control others' actions, only our responses to them. By recognizing subtle one-upmanship for what it is, a reflection of the other person's insecurities or need for validation, we can choose not to let it affect our peace of mind. Instead of getting caught up in this unspoken rivalry, focus on your own journey and personal goals. Remember, your self-worth is not determined by comparison, but by your own virtues and progress. In our journey through life, we often encounter individuals who seem to have an uncanny ability to minimize our achievements. Imagine this: you've worked tirelessly for months, perhaps years, to earn a well-deserved promotion. You excitedly share the news with a friend, expecting enthusiasm and shared joy. Instead, you're met with a dismissive comment. "Oh, that's great, but wasn't it mostly luck?" At that moment, you might feel a pang of deflation, a subtle sting that somehow reduces your hard-earned success to mere chance. This behavior can be perplexing and hurtful, especially when it comes from those we consider close. But why does it happen? Often, downplaying someone's success is a defense mechanism used by individuals who feel threatened by the accomplishments of others. By attributing your success to luck, they attempt to shield themselves from facing their own insecurities or perceived inadequacies. Here's where the timeless wisdom of Stoicism can serve as a guiding light. The Stoics teach us to derive our sense of worth and confidence from within rather than relying on external validation. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do, only what you do." This principle encourages us to anchor our self-esteem in our own values and efforts. When faced with someone who downplays your success, embrace Stoic detachment. Recognize that their comments are a reflection of their own struggles, not a true assessment of your capabilities. Remain steadfast in your confidence, knowing that your achievements are the result of your hard work and dedication. By doing so, you not only preserve your mental peace, but also cultivate resilience against negativity. Remember, true confidence does not need external approval. It thrives on self-awareness and the understanding that your journey is uniquely yours. Celebrate your milestones, regardless of how others perceive them, and continue to pursue your path with unwavering determination. In doing so, you embody the essence of Stoic wisdom, nurturing personal growth and inner strength in the face of life's challenges. Let's delve into the intricate world of excessive comparison, a behavior that many of us may encounter, perhaps even within our own families. Imagine this: a family member, perhaps a cousin or sibling, constantly measures their life milestones against yours. Whether it's about careers, relationships, or personal achievements, there always seems to be an underlying need to compare. This behavior can stem from an internal sense of inadequacy or a misguided belief that life is a zero-sum game, where one person's success somehow diminishes another's. In these situations, it's crucial to remember the Stoic principle that true contentment comes from within, not from external comparisons. The ancient Stoics taught us that our worth is not determined by how we stack up against others, but by how we live according to our values and principles. To practice this, focus on self-improvement and personal growth. Let your measure of success be your own progress and learning, rather than someone else's checklist. Imagine using this approach when faced with a family member who seems to be in constant competition. Instead of engaging in this comparison game, acknowledge their achievements genuinely, while staying grounded in your own path. By doing so, you embody the Stoic ideal of equanimity, maintaining your peace regardless of external circumstances. As you detach from the need to compare, you foster a mindset that celebrates mutual growth and understanding. This not only enriches your personal journey, but also transforms your relationships into more supportive and authentic connections. Have you ever noticed someone in your life who starts mirroring your actions, almost like they are your shadow? Perhaps it's a colleague who suddenly adopts your work strategies, or a friend who starts dressing and speaking like you. This behavior, while sometimes flattering, can also be a subtle sign of underlying competition. Let's dive into why this happens and how a Stoic mindset can help you navigate it with grace. Imagine this: you've developed a unique approach to solving problems at work, a method that's earned you recognition and respect. Suddenly, a coworker begins to mimic your techniques and presents them as their own. At first, you might feel flattered, but as it continues, you start to sense a competitive edge in their actions. This can be frustrating and can lead to feelings of being undermined. From a Stoic perspective, it's important to remember that imitation is often a form of flattery, but it can also reveal insecurity in the imitator. They might see qualities in you that they admire or feel they lack, and by copying you, they seek validation and success. Here's where the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control comes into play. You cannot control how others perceive you or how they choose to act. What you can control is your response. Rather than feeling threatened, consider this: your unique approach is valuable because it stems from your individual strengths and experiences. Embrace your path and continue to refine your skills. Stoicism teaches us to remain true to our own journey and not to be swayed by external factors. By doing so, you not only maintain your integrity, but also set an example for others. When someone mimics your actions, it's an opportunity to reflect on your own growth. Acknowledge their actions without resentment and use it as a reminder of your own accomplishments. This mindset not only helps in maintaining your peace, but also fosters an environment where genuine collaboration can thrive. After all, in a world where everyone is trying to outshine one another, being authentically yourself is the greatest achievement. So next time you notice someone mirroring your actions, take a deep breath and channel your inner Stoic. Focus on your path, refine your skills, and let your authentic self be your guiding light. Let's delve into the realm of unexpected criticism, a subtle yet potent sign of secret competition. Imagine this: you've always had a supportive mentor, someone who has guided you through thick and thin. Yet, suddenly their constructive feedback takes a sharp turn. It feels less like guidance and more like critique aimed at undermining your confidence. This shift can be bewildering and disheartening. But why does this happen? Sometimes, when individuals perceive your growth or achievements as a threat, They might resort to criticism as a way to reassert their superiority or control. This can stem from their own insecurities or a desire to maintain a hierarchical dynamic. So how can we, as modern Stoics, navigate this challenging scenario? The Stoic philosophy teaches us the power of resilience and the importance of maintaining our equanimity in the face of external judgments. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, reminds us to focus on our own virtue and actions, rather than being swayed by the opinions of others. When faced with unexpected criticism, practice Stoic detachment. Recognize that the critique is more about the critic's state of mind than your worth or abilities. This doesn't mean ignoring constructive feedback, but rather sifting through it for any valuable insights while discarding the rest. By doing so, you protect your inner peace and stay true to your path. Moreover, use this as an opportunity for self-reflection. Ask yourself, is there a kernel of truth in the criticism that I can learn from? By shifting the focus back to self-improvement, you transform potential negativity into a catalyst for growth. Ultimately, embrace the Stoic mindset of focusing on what you can control, your reactions, your efforts, and your personal growth. Let the rest fall away, like leaves in the autumn wind. By grounding yourself in Stoic principles, you build an unshakable foundation that withstands the storms of unexpected criticism, allowing you to continue your journey with clarity and purpose. Passive-aggressive behavior, the subtle art of saying one thing but meaning another. It's like the person who offers you a slice of cake, but with a side of, "Oh, I thought you were on a diet." Passive-aggressive behavior is a covert form of competition that often leaves us feeling puzzled and, quite frankly, a little bit irritated. Imagine you have a friend who frequently makes backhanded compliments. They might say, "Oh, your presentation was really good for someone who's new to this." These comments are not just random acts of kindness gone wrong. They often reflect an underlying competitive spirit. The person may not even be fully aware of their intentions, but the effect on you is unmistakable. From a Stoic perspective, we can handle passive-aggressive behavior with calm detachment. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Instead of reacting emotionally or defensively, take a step back and see these comments for what they are, an expression of the other person's inner turmoil, not a reflection of your worth. When you encounter passive-aggressive behavior, remember that it's not your responsibility to change or fix the other person's mindset. Your focus should remain on maintaining your own inner peace. You might find it helpful to address the behavior directly but calmly, saying something like, "I noticed you mentioned my presentation skills. Do you have any specific feedback that could help me improve?" This approach not only diffuses the tension, but also shifts the focus to constructive dialogue. Ultimately, practicing Stoic calm in the face of passive-aggressive behavior is about understanding that you cannot control how others act, but you can control your response. By choosing to react with patience and clarity, you not only protect your peace, but also set a powerful example of how to handle life's little provocations with grace. Have you ever felt the sting of being left out, especially when it comes to key opportunities? It's as if a door was quietly closed just as you approached it. Exclusion can often be a subtle yet potent sign that someone harbors a secret competition with you. Let's explore how we can recognize this and how Stoic principles can guide us through. Imagine a scenario where you're working on a team project and a colleague conveniently forgets to mention an important meeting or a new development, leaving you out of the loop. It feels frustrating, doesn't it? This kind of behavior might signal that they see you as a competitor, perhaps feeling threatened by your skills or insights. In a world where networking and opportunities often dictate career progression, being deliberately excluded can impact not just your professional growth, but also your self-esteem. So, how do we respond to such situations through a Stoic lens? Stoicism teaches us the art of focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. In this context, instead of dwelling on the exclusion, we can shift our focus to how we react. Acknowledge the situation without letting it derail your peace of mind. Remember, their decision to exclude you is their action, not yours. Marcus Aurelius, a notable Stoic philosopher, often reminded himself that the only thing within his control was his own mind. We can apply this wisdom by channeling our energy into areas where we have control. Seek other opportunities, reach out to other colleagues, or even initiate conversations about the project on your own terms. By doing so, you not only maintain your composure, but also demonstrate resilience and initiative. Additionally, practicing Stoic acceptance doesn't mean passivity. It's about understanding the dynamics at play and choosing your battles wisely. If the exclusion is a recurring issue, consider addressing it calmly and directly with the individual or a supervisor, expressing your desire to contribute and be involved. This approach not only reflects your commitment, but also your ability to rise above pettiness. Ultimately, by embracing Stoic principles, you cultivate a mindset that seeks growth and understanding over conflict. You learn to navigate the complexities of human behavior with grace, ensuring that your path remains clear and your heart remains steadfast. As we draw our exploration to a close, let's revisit the 7 hidden signs of secret competition that may manifest in your relationships. We've delved into the subtle nuances of one-upmanship, where someone feels the need to constantly outdo you, perhaps driven by their insecurities or need for validation. By understanding this, you can practice Stoic detachment, focusing on your own journey without being distracted by others' attempts to overshadow you. Next, we examined how some might downplay your success, attributing your achievements to mere luck rather than your hard work and dedication. By embracing Stoic principles, you maintain your self-worth internally, rather than seeking approval from those who may not genuinely support you. The excessive comparison is another sign, where individuals measure their milestones against yours, often leading to unnecessary tension. Here, Stoicism teaches us the virtue of focusing on our own path and self-improvement, rather than engaging in detrimental comparisons that serve no real purpose. We also explored the phenomenon of mimicking your actions, where someone may imitate your strategies or behaviors. While imitation can be flattering, Stoicism encourages us to pursue our unique paths, undeterred by those who follow in our footsteps. Unexpected criticism can be a jarring experience, especially from those you trust. However, by employing Stoic resilience, you can remain steadfast in your values, using criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than a stumbling block. Passive-aggressive behavior is another tactic that can reveal hidden competition. By maintaining a Stoic calm, you can defuse tension and promote understanding, choosing not to react to provocations. Finally, being excluded from opportunities can be a sign of rivalry. By practicing Stoic acceptance, you focus on what you can control and remain open to new paths, rather than dwelling on the actions of others. In applying these Stoic insights, you cultivate healthier, more authentic relationships rooted in mutual respect and understanding. Remember, the power of Stoic awareness lies in its ability to bring clarity to complex dynamics, enabling you to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom.